Today we're going to face off against Plantera. Before we focus on weapons or arenas, we need to look at accessories. The fight is pretty difficult and you can take a lot of damage very quickly, so the Philosopher's Stone helps with this. The Philosopher's Stone reduces cooldown on healing potions. The Star Cloak can provide some extra damage and get rid of annoying mobs. You can use any type of wings you want, it doesn't really matter. I just happened to get some butterfly dust, so I made the butterfly wings. To be honest, we're going to use the Queen Slime's mount more than the wings, so they're not really needed. If you haven't seen the video or you want any tips on how to get the Queen Slime's mount as a summoner, you can click on the top right to see it. You should try and get warding on as many accessories as you can. Survivability is the most important thing in this fight, so getting as much defense as you can is important. If you can't get warding, guarding or menacing is also available. You should use the hollow armor set for the summoners. The set bonus allows you to dodge one attack, which is very important. Now that that's out of the way, let's go to the staffs. The staff we're going to use for this fight is the Optic Staff. In 1.4 they have added a new staff called the Sanguine Staff. Even though it's a really good summoner staff, I really dislike the way you have to get it. You can only get this from an enemy in the Blood Moon. Even though the percentage drop is high, it's not 100%. For me, this is too dependent on RNG, so I decided to go for the Optic Staff since it's much easier to get in my opinion. The Optic Staff combined with the Hollowed Armor, Bewitching Table and Summoning Potion gives you a lot of DPS. There really isn't much else to say, so let's move on to the Plantera Bulb and the arena. In case anyone is wondering, this is what a Plantera Bulb looks like. You destroy it with a pickaxe to summon the boss. The arena is really simple, all you have to do is buy a lot of dynamite and blow out a huge area. Then make at least 3 rows of spaced out platforms. Now except for a summoning potion, you don't really need buffs that much. Iron Skin, Regeneration and Endurance potions are great, but they're not necessary. You should apply your buffs before you break the bulb. After breaking the bulb, you should go to your arena, but go very slowly. If you go too fast, Plantera can despawn. While I'm leading Plantera to the arena, I'm going to explain her moveset. Her first phase is actually more dangerous than the second phase. She continues to fire flower pellets at you. In the beginning it doesn't do too much damage, but it can rack up after a while. Her other attack is shooting out spiky balls. These balls can bounce and stay for a very long time. The reason why you should make your arena big is so you can avoid these balls as much as you can. In her second stage, Plantera gets a lot faster and summons smaller versions of herself. But this phase is actually a lot easier to avoid than the other one. For the entire fight, you should use the Queen Slime's mount to circle around Plantera to avoid as many attacks as you can. It's more of a battle of endurance, so make sure you keep your distance and let your minions do the damage in the first phase. In her second phase, you can use your whip more. With that being said, I'm going to let the rest of the fight play out now so you can copy the strategy. Enjoy! After defeating Plantera, you should buy the Tiki armor set from the Witch Doctor in the jungle. The Tiki armor set provides you much more defense than the Hollow armor set. It also gives you a lot of minions, so it's very useful. However, you shouldn't throw away the Hollow armor set. We're still going to need it for a few bosses in the future. Next, we're going to buy the Hercules beetle. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but we're going to need this for the next episode. Since we've defeated Plantera, we have a lot of upgrades available for us. Next episode we're going to take on the Pumpkin Moon and more events, and we're going to start preparing for the Empress of Light boss fight. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care.